I'm the Hood Lid, and welcome back to part 2 of the Sephora sale. Hello. Doesn't it just give you a warm feeling in your heart? I mean, it does for me. Let's get into what I got for my second batch of shopping. It's getting a little crowded over here. First off is Pretty Vulgar Cool AF foundation. This foundation is fantastic. I've tested it a couple of times. I got the color something buff. I can't remember where they wrote it. It wasn't an obvious place. I'll put it down below. This is a full coverage matte foundation. On me, it is not matte because I start with a lot of goodies. The bottle's weird as F. What's going on here? It's got a bird on the top. I mean, their packaging is always odd. But don't let that get in the way. This is an interesting brand. I remember when it came out, a couple of people did reviews, and I didn't come away with a good feeling about it, and I think it kind of fell by the wayside. And the biggest Sephora near me doesn't even carry it anymore, but I did find it at the smaller one near me, and I'm super glad I did. So that is Pretty Vulgar Cool as F foundation. I think it's really worth taking a look at. Not a lot of colors to choose from, but you know, I don't care. I don't care if you have 3 colors. If one of them works for me, I'm cool, and one of them really works for me. It's the teeniest bit too light, but I can put some bronzini in it, or bronze, or whatever. I also got one of the, you gotta do the basics, right? So yes, I got a beauty blender, and it's a color of a chick, or what are those marshmallowy things? One of those. So that's good. I got the Pat McGrath liner in, this is eyeliner in Bronze Blitz or Brown Blitz, or I could do the whole thing with my glasses on so I could read. But who wants that? I still don't know where they wrote it. But this is what I use for my tight line, every day. I love it. It's brown, and it has a little gold glimmer to it, and does the job. I'm just, dipping into my little thing here. Okay, I have been wanting a new eyeshadow. Oh, well, you don't know unless you've been following me, but I've been wanting a new eyeshadow palette. I haven't bought one since the nude palette last November. And I did buy the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, but I returned it because I felt like I could get the same looks with colors I already owned. Not that there was anything wrong with it. And also I felt like it was missing colors. It wasn't perfectly executed for me. There were 3 yellows and 3 like maroon colors and 2 shimmers that looked pretty much the same, but one had a little more gold reflex in it. And it was just like, it was missing. In every beautiful sunrise I've seen, is it sunrise or sunset? Whichever, pink and blue. Those are always there, and they miss the opportunity to take out some of the repetition and put in something else. And I was thinking, well, maybe I'll get it, and then I'll get something else that has pinks in it. And in the end of the day, this is what I got. I got this Viseart. Came out, it's not new. Came out several months ago. I think it was around at the last sale. Comes in this cute little yellow package, not a lot of shadow in here, really fun colors. I'm wearing them today, and I just got back from Sephora and Trader Joe's, and I got compliments both at Sephora and Trader Joe's. Now that's a little weird. The goal isn't getting a compliment on your eyeshadow. If someone says, oh, you look so pretty today, that's nice. When someone says, I like the way you filled in your eyebrows, that's not good. You don't want people to notice you're filling in your eyebrows. Now obviously, when you're doing eyeshadow, people will notice it. I'm okay with the compliment. I love compliments, of course. I'm not shaming someone for giving me a compliment. No. But, and at the same time, it's not like I was doing beiges and neutrals. So people would say instead, oh, your eyes are so pretty. Instead, they're like, your eyeshadow's pretty. It's bright eyeshadow. Of course, they're noticing it. But love. And I did a tutorial on this look, which will be coming up soon if you like it. Hooded lids can use bright colors too. This is Gucci. It's new. It's called Mimra. Oh shoot! I had looked it up and I pronounced it correctly yesterday. Memoir. It's like film noir, so noir, memoir. Un mémoire d'une odeur. So it's like odor, but without the hard E. Mémoire d'une odeur. I did a review on this too, which will be coming up soon, and I threw in a couple of other scents for good measure that are not new. I really like this. It is a skin scent. It dissipates really fast. I just doused myself in the store when I went to get this foundation, and I don't smell it anymore. But it's so unique, it's so different, it's so not like everything else everyone else is coming out with. I really think it's worth a sniff if you are just tired of the same old stuff. This is not the same old stuff. It's really special. And it's unisex, masculine as well as feminine. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Under Eye stuff called Magic Away. And I hadn't really ever heard anybody going nuts over this, but recently somebody said this isn't bad, it's just the applicator is bad. And when I had gone into the store a couple of days ago to get most of this, except for the Pretty Vulgar, I looked into the mirror like, uh-oh, did I forget to put, concealer on today? And I knew I had it. Once in a while I don't. So I tried this on because it was on my mind because I saw somebody say it's not bad. So I got it. I have since used it a couple of times, and this creases like nobody's business right here. Now, let me say, my Giorgio Armani, my By Terry, my Bendy Avocado, and my NARS Soft Matte, they do not crease like that. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff going under my eyes, and there is, of course, creasing on the really teeny things, but this area right here, they don't crease on. And when I powder under my eyes just because I don't want that shine, because the shine brings attention, just like the shine on your cheekbone brings attention, right? But I don't really powder to keep it in place because it just doesn't do that. Now, I have shot videos where I guess I didn't see it when I checked my mirror, but on the camera, it really shows that I had creased a lot during the end of the day. But this creased within 10 minutes. I mean, I did my foundation, I did this, I might have filled in my brows or something, and next time I picked up the mirror, I was like, holy tamale. This must be powdered, in my opinion. But it's working fine. I'm going to give it a couple more tries. So far, I really like it. And that's all I got for part 2. I am still looking at foundations. I'm wearing this one today as a Kevin Aquan, and I'm still I'm fussing around with the Pat McGrath, and I don't know if I'm going to buy them or not. This Kevin Aquan, I really, really like the way it lays on the skin. The color is a smidge off, just a smidge, and it's not too yellow, so I don't have a floating head situation going on. And I am doing a wear test on that, which will be around here somewhere. And then I wanted to talk about a couple of other things that Sephora sells that I forgot. So these are recommends that I already have, so I don't need. This is called the Skin Resurfacing Cleanser by Dermalogica. There's hyaluronic acid. Oh no, there's not. This is lactic acid. So I think there might be I can't say that word today. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Lactic acid is mainly what's going on here. And lactic acid is an AHA. It helps to slough off dead skin, but it's very gentle compared to glycolic acid, so it leaves your skin actually kind of softer, and I feel like my skin looks brighter after I use this. I happen to be sensitive to lactic acid. I can take glycolic acid. Most people are the opposite. So when I use this, I don't use a full pump. I just put a little bit in my palm, put some water in there, mix it around, and then onto the face. I use a little, and I don't use it very often, but this is really, really nice, and it's not cheap, so if you can get it for 20% off, I think it's a good thing to do. And the other thing that I really love from that line is, and glasses, is Multivitamin Power Recovery Mask. Looks like this. I have a lot of masks. I have mostly sheet masks, and I keep them in a, you know, in this storage cabinet. Oh my God, words today. And when I feel like I need something, I pull it open and see what I have. This is a good time to, if you're into sheet masks, Dr. Jart has one I really love, and I usually order a ton, but I have a ton, so I didn't. But this is one of my only like cream masks, or applied directly to the face mask. I don't know what else to call it. I have a mask, a honey mask by Pharmacy that I find a little too drying. It gets warm. It's like a warming honey mask. It's kind of fun, but drying. I have a mask by Arborium. It's kind of like a black gel. It's very odd. And I think I might have maybe one or two other masks. This I don't use very often, but it is fantastic. If you travel and you like to do that whole mask thing, this doesn't show on the skin. I'm starting to get a little sweaty. This comes out just the teeniest bit yellow, but once you put it on your face, it's not yellow anymore, and it's not white, and you can absolutely wear this on a plane for, you know, ever, and no one's going to notice. I will often put this on. It'll dry in 15 or 20 minutes, but it doesn't get crunchy dry, and then I'll get my hands wet and just re-emulsify it and do that a couple times. Wow, it is really hot here, you guys. I can feel, wow, wow. I mean, I was fine and all of a sudden I'm sweating, which means I need to wrap it up, I think. Thank you so much for coming. I hope this might have been helpful for you to figure out what you might want. As you can see, I didn't buy every single basic I have because I don't want to have backups of everything, but I did get this because this is almost over and I use this every single day. And then some new stuff. Everything else actually is new. This foundation new, this is new. I'm so glad I got this. This is new. We'll see if I'm glad I bought this. This is new. I love videos on both of these upcoming. And that's it. Thank you so much for coming. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until then, I'm wishing you a great day. And I hope you're not as sweaty as I am. Oh my goodness.